Hi, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen. I am with I'm gonna go personal here with my best friend, Xavier Rubalcaba. I love saying his name because it's awesome. Let's welcome him back. Round of applause, everybody. Just kidding, it's just us two in the camera, and Alex behind the camera. But man, we got a lot of stuff to catch up on. We're watching. I'm still watching. Don't worry, we got a lot to talk about. Mainly and only is gonna be the NBA, and we're gonna talk LeBron, the Lakers, Kawhi to Toronto, and DeRozan to the Spurs. Let's get started.
Let's keep going, man. Let's go.
LeBron and Lakers, good move or bad?
Oh man, I think it's a great move, honestly. I see LeBron being very, very successful with the Lakers, not only because Magic Johnson and Kobe were, in this great team, but just the environment in LA, it's very good for his business side, besides just being an athlete. It'll also help him with, he has many of his, companies in Los Angeles, and he has two homes in Los Angeles. So I think this big move to the Lakers is actually what LeBron needed in his career, and it's just a great way for him to maybe even retire with the Lakers.
I think he's retiring with the Lakers.
Yeah, I agree. He gave Cleveland Cavaliers many chances to create a team around them. He gave them the chance, but it just never worked out, man. I don't know if Cleveland did not care about winning, or I don't know if they just didn't care about LeBron. I feel, with all due respect, that Cleveland was very selfish with LeBron. And I feel like LeBron, he gave his heart out to Cleveland, but Cleveland did not help him back. That's why I feel that with the Lakers, it would not be that situation. I feel like Magic Johnson will give him that same support that LeBron will give the Lakers. Just like the Lakers does, just like he will give his heart to the Lakers, I feel like Magic Johnson will return the favor to LeBron. It won't be an unbalanced, effort. Does that make sense? Like when he was with Cleveland, you feel like LeBron was doing a lot for Cleveland, but Cleveland wasn't really doing much for LeBron, right? They didn't really care. That's just what it seemed like to me in playoffs, and due to the roster, it was just an imbalance of effort. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a relationship where one's trying harder than the other one, and that never works out. In order for something to work out mutually great, I think the organization and the best player in the world have to put in from their own efforts to make stuff work. And I think the Lakers, Magic Johnson, is the kind of guy that would do that with LeBron.
I think LeBron's gotten what he's wanted almost every single time. Like, except his first time around in Cleveland. But since he's left Cleveland, he's got what he's wanted. He went to Miami. He wanted to team up with D Wade and Chris Bosh. He did. He wanted to win a couple championships. He did. He went back to Cleveland, where he told Dan Gilbert, this is according to all the sports shows I watch every morning on all the major networks. He went back to Cleveland and he said, you gotta pay some money, man. Pay some money. He was telling the owners and stuff, pay some money. Give me the players I want. Give me the players I need, and I'll bring a championship. And he did. 4 straight finals and another 4 straight finals. And I don't know. In the West, it's hard. I'm not saying he's gonna go to the final next year, but he is LeBron. And he's got a bunch of young cats in the Lakers that took Golden State to overtime twice last year, and that won 30 games. And
they're developing, man.
They were young. They got, point is, with all these free agents, they got depth. LeBron and Lakers is I agree with you, a great move. But I think if we're talking final streak, an even better move will be going to the East. But if we're talking business and more of a meaningful wins, yes, you go to the West. Because what has everybody said about LeBron James his whole career? Oh, he plays in the East. He plays in the East. Everybody's weak in the East.
That is true.
So he jumps to the West, and all of a sudden these fans are painting over his mural, his brand new mural. Granted, this say King of LA when he just got there, hasn't done anything but run the business side and acted in a couple movies, stuff like that. But so they changed that, and then they did a new mural that came out today that was finished today, and it's LeBron looking up at Kobe's success and Shaq's and Kareem's and Magic's at the old stadium in the new Staples Arena, new Staples Center, and so it looks awesome. I think it's awesome. But are you haters? Are you Lakers hating on LeBron because he's there, or people hating on LeBron because he went to LA? Y'all tripping. Y'all complaining his whole career that he ain't in the West. He goes to the West, and y'all still tripping. And y'all Lakers fans haven't had a damn playoff appearance in 5 years. Haven't been relevant since the last championship, 2010. That was almost a decade ago. And then you get the best player in the world who had arguably the best season of an NBA career last year. Like you gotta be kidding me. This is you struck gold. It's the gold at the end of the rainbow. What are you talking about? Why is there debates? Why are we talking about this? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great for the NBA. It's great for LeBron. It's great for the Lakers. When the Lakers are good, the NBA is even better. When the Cowboys are good, the NFL is better.
But that's a different topic.
Let's stick to the NBA. Let's stick to the NBA.
I think the Lakers fans should embrace LeBron instead of hating on him.
I mean, that's the first thing Kobe did.
Embrace him, man. Embrace LeBron. Embrace the best player in the world. Stop hating on the man and just embrace this guy, man. This guy would do amazing things for the Lakers, and I'm excited to watch him in the West, where arguably all the best players are, except for Kyrie and Gordon Hayward and a couple other guys over there on the East. But arguably the best players are in the West, and I think everybody would agree with me.
We're gonna see LeBron and the Lakers versus Golden State 4 times.
Oh man.
Versus Houston 4 times.
Woo!
Versus OKC 4 times, 3 times, I believe. He's in the West, guys. He's in the West. This is great.
Spurs.
This is great.
The Spurs too.
The Spurs are gonna be a force to reckon with still, and we'll get to that though. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But this is great. He's gonna be playing against you got the Utah Jazz that got good. They probably are gonna get a little bit better than last year, I think. You got Denver Nuggets. They got something going for them. You got who else you got out west? I think that's
No, there's plenty.
The West is loaded. Everybody knows what the West is all about.
Yeah.
The West is loaded, man.
It's loaded.
It's loaded.
It's definitely loaded.
But
man.
the top dogs are still, no matter what, Golden State. I'm not saying LeBron's, it's Golden State though.
I think LeBron will beat out Golden State, man. I mean, I think you're gonna disagree with me, but I think he will be able to beat them out on the West. You see, here's the thing: LeBron did not have much play experience against the Warriors when he was with the East. He didn't really get a feel for them until they reached the finals. He probably just played them maybe once a year, twice a year at the max. Now that he's in the West, he'll be able to encounter them more often. He'll be able to play them more often, just get used to their playing tempo. So I think he's gonna have just more experience coming in the finals. Coming in the Western Conference Finals against them, and I think he'll be able to basically read them and have like that advantage. That's maybe it's not a lot, but it's certainly an advantage whenever you play that team more consistently and you kind of get a feel for how they play, and you get better. You get better because you know what they're gonna do. You know how they play now. It's not like before where, oh shit, we only meet once a year and then just like the finals.
Let me tell you this, man.
This and that.
LeBron has faced this team in the finals for the last 4 years.
But it's only...
If that's not enough experience, if you don't know what they're all about by then what is he doing? He knows what they're all about. The man just did not have enough players to keep up with Golden State, which... the entire league does not have enough players to keep up with Golden State. I don't care who you put on the Lakers right now. This Lakers team, the way it's built right now with all these one-year guys, with Rajon Rondo, JaVale McGee, Lance Stevenson, they don't have a chance against Golden State.
But the Lakers are not done yet. They still have to make moves.
No.
The trade line
They're done for this year. They're done for this year.
The trade line.
Who are they going to trade for?
It's not done.
Who
They
are they
still
gonna
have to
trade
make
for?
moves. We don't know. We don't know.
No, you tell
They
me.
still-
No,
they
no,
still
you're
have-
saying
they have a cap.
What
They
moves?
still have a cap.
Who they gonna trade for?
They still have a cap. They still have a cap. We're gonna find out who they're gonna trade for, or who they're gonna get.
Go.
You know, they still look. As of right now, the Lakers don't have a chance with the Warriors. I agree. But
No, you just
but
said
as of right
you
now
just said, I
with this
think
team,
LeBron.
but what I'm trying to say is that with time, right? The season hasn't even started yet. With time, the Lakers, I have faith in Magic Johnson that he will make the right moves to be prepared for these Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. And not only that, but LeBron will have the experience. LeBron will have the experience to face them. He will have even more experience, and he will have just a better recognition, a better feel for them.
Weren't you
Instead
the
of-
one who told me if Chris Paul was healthy, they'll be Golden State?
Oh, but now that LeBron's in the picture.
Oh no, hold on,
Now that
no.
LeBron's in the picture,
Answer
I mean-
my question.
Yes, I did say that.
Okay,
Yes.
so now with that being said,
Yeah.
you told me that,
Yes.
and now you think. So with that being said, if Houston went to the finals last year, do you think it would have been a sweep of LeBron still, as well? Another sweep? You think Houston would have won the finals against LeBron this past
It
year?
wouldn't have been a sweep.
But
No.
you think Houston would have won? So
No. Well, it would have been a great finals.
But who would have won ultimately?
Houston.
Okay.
Houston.
Okay. Well, what makes you think that this Lakers team is going to be? They're competitive. They're going to be competitive.
Uh-huh.
But they're not Houston competitive right now, and they're not Golden State competitive the way they were last
I have
year.
faith in Magic Johnson. I have faith he's gonna make the right moves
Yeah,
to
man.
to put LeBron in a position to reach these Western Conference Finals. I have faith in Magic Johnson because Magic Johnson will do his
so
best.
You call them going to the Western Conference Finals this coming season?
Golden State and the Lakers will be.
I am calling no. We're gonna come back to this, and yeah. Oh yeah. What do you want to bet? What do you want
Oh
to bet?
man, shit.
You know what? I'll bet you some cheap ass cheap ass Spurs tickets.
Some tickets.
I bet you some cheap Spurs. You know they're gonna be.
They don't
cheap.
gotta be that cheap. They gotta be like
Yeah.
maybe like 100.
Oh snap! This guy
100.
thinks I'm making money. This guy thinks I'm making money. What you think
100.
this is?
Oh man, but it's from here till to the final. We'll see.
No,
Right?
this is what we gonna bet.
What's up?
No, me and you are gonna.
You know what? Here it is.
What? Okay.
If you get it, I'll give you any jersey you want.
Okay.
Any jersey. And if
LeBron wins to the Western Conference
you
Finals,
give me an NBA jersey.
okay.
All right.
You got it.
We'll,
You heard it here
we'll-
first.
we'll
You
keep
heard
it
here
there.
first.
We'll keep it there.
You put it there. All right. Now that's enough talk for LeBron. I'm sure you've heard it all over the week and over the last 2 weeks going to Lakers. But now the even most recent, the biggest story right now is Greg Popovich, R.C. Buford, and the San Antonio Spurs have decided to trade a Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green for to the Toronto Raptors for DeRozan, a name I can't pronounce, and a 2019 first round pick.
Oh man.
Now, I want to go first.
This is
one.
the story
I
of.
want to go first.
This is the topic of the story, my friends. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look, man.
Go ahead.
Kawhi, I came on the show last time and I said, I don't care about your feelings. You gonna play for the Spurs this next year. Well, I still don't care about your feelings, especially now you in Toronto. That's what you get. You wanna cry, complain, cause you collect 20 plus mil a year, 20 mil a year, 19 mil, whatever it is, for playing 9 games. And that homie made, well, what is it? A 2 million per game? You play 9 games last year and you make 19 million. And you crying? You cry, Mr. Finals MVP, Mr. the greatest organization in basketball right now, trained you, and they don't play for you, but they train you. You owe it to them. Yes, you owe the Spurs something. Yes, you owe the Spurs. I'm on the Spurs side on this one. The NBA pampers their players. They get their guarantees money. They get everything. And you know what? You had a contract, and you didn't follow through, Kawhi. You cried and you moaned, and apparently you know what? I don't even believe that you were hurt towards the end of the season anymore. You're the reason they're getting rid of my boy Danny Green, because you were kicking and screaming, I don't want to be here. I want to be in LA. I want to go home. Nah, bro. I'm so mad right now. I'm just gonna calm down real quick. Look, Kawhi, good luck. I don't care what you do from here on out, but that's what you get. You want to go in nice sunny weather, we can wear your shades all the time in LA. Guess what? You're going to have to slip on that coat, 2 coats, 3 coats, whatever, how many it is. You got to wear it when it's cold and snowing all year long. I don't care, Kawhi. Do you, man. DeRozan, you're my new favorite player on the Spurs, man. Hey, we happy to have you, DeRozan. You're going to be great in the Spurs system. This is the thing. Let's get serious now. DeRozan and the Spurs.
Hold on. Let's still focus on Kawhi. We're not done with Kawhi.
Okay. Look.
We're not done with Kawhi.
Okay. Kawhi going to the Toronto Raptors does mean a good thing for the Toronto Raptors. You're getting a healthy Kawhi. Why? Because he's participating in the mini camp for Team USA, which Coach Greg Popovich is gonna coach. Awkwardness all around, but they pros. They know what they're doing. He's healthy. Toronto, you're in the East where LeBron is no longer there. Toronto they went from winning 59 games last year. They basically upgraded from DeRozan to Kawhi. They got rid of a young center for a consistent defensive top 10, top 15 defensive player in Danny Green. You know, his offense isn't there as it used to be 5 years ago, but he's one of the top defenders in the league. So Toronto upgraded. They still kept their whole other roster, which worked for 60 games and until they met LeBron in the second round. You know, but now you don't have LeBron in the East anymore. You have what is Boston Celtics. You have what is the 76ers and the Toronto Raptors. You might have a couple of teams making some noise, might make a run here and there, but for the most part, it's wide open. It's a good thing that, you know, Kawhi apparently is upset that he don't want to play in Toronto, but here he goes again. This guy does not know how to appreciate what's in front of him, man. You have arguably the greatest coach, one of the greatest coach of all time, the greatest coach in the game right now, by your side, coaching you, Coach Timmy, first ballot Hall of Famer, 5 rings. You were part of one of those rings. You won Finals MVP. I don't get it. I don't get why you go out and kicking and screaming like this. Finish your contract. Go to LA after that. Say, Spurs, you gave me what you gave me. But now you tainted. You give me a bad taste in my mouth about every time I hear Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right.
Okay,
all right,
go ahead.
I'm gonna stop you there, because you know, you can't go at my boy Kawhi like that. Because you know, whatever happens, I still have the most major respect for Kawhi, and I do care about Kawhi's feelings. Why? Because Kawhi is a human being. You feel me? He is a grown man. And he knows what he's doing, okay? If he doesn't want to be with the Spurs, he just doesn't want to be with the Spurs, okay? It's like offering somebody, think about it this way. It's like choosing a career path that you don't like, right? I'm not saying he chose a different career path because he's still playing basketball. But picture this. Picture working at a job that you hate so much, right? Even though they're paying you the most amount of money, you're still miserable, all right? You go there and you just don't feel motivated to play for this team. You don't want to be part of this anymore. You probably don't even like the way Popovich is, you know, talking to you. Now, I know what you're going to say. You know, Popovich is, you know, he's just a great coach, which I don't disagree. You know, he is arguably one of the best coaches in the NBA. But the thing is, not everybody can handle that kind of coaching. Not everybody can take that type of, you know, hard criticism, all right? Not everybody can put up with Popovich's ways. Popovich is a strong coach. Popovich will yell at you. Popovich will even disrespect you, you know, with the way he talks to you, his tones. And some guys just can't put up with it. He's not like Tim Duncan. Well, Tim Duncan would just, you know, put his head down and said, yes, coach, and just, you know, keep on playing. Kawhi did that for a while, but he got fed up, okay? Not everybody can do that. Not everybody is that strong emotionally. Not everybody can put up with a Popovich screaming at you, a Popovich, you know, treating you some type of way. Not everybody was built to play with Popovich. It's only few players. And those players who are built to play with Popovich, you know, those are the ones that win championships. And Kawhi was one of those players. But over time, he just got fed up with it. Or maybe this is something he had in his mind this whole time. He just never said anything about it because Kawhi, as we all know, he's a silent player. He doesn't really talk about his emotions. He doesn't talk about anything. And then something else that happened in the Spurs. I don't know what happened because we're not in the locker rooms. We're not there with these guys. We don't know what goes around behind the cameras. All we know is what happens in the media, what Popovich talks about and what the sports, what the ESPN tells us. We don't know what happened behind the lockers. We don't know if Popovich might have, you know, done something, or maybe one of the players did something to Kawhi for him not to be with the Spurs. because it doesn't make sense. We all know the type of player that Kawhi is. Kawhi, guys, if you for you guys watching, if you guys don't know Kawhi, he is a very he loves to save his money. He's a very intelligent NBA player. I feel like he uses what he needs to use, and the rest he just like saves it. All right, the Spurs were paying him a great amount of money, no doubt about that. The taxes that we're getting off from here in Texas were very, very low compared to what he was going to get on the Lakers. On top of that, if you get traded, you lose value, correct?
Which he did already.
Which he already lost value. Now, Kawhi doesn't care about that anymore. You see, it's gotten to the point where he doesn't care about losing value. He doesn't care about, he just wants out as soon as possible.
So what's up, man?
Okay?
You got Kawhi's number somewhere there? What's up? You've been talking to
No,
Kawhi?
look,
what's up, man?
For somebody to wanting to get out of the team so bad that you can't even stay one more year on it. Like, look at Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler doesn't want to be with, where he's at right now with Karl Anthony Towns. But guess what? He's going to play out that one last year. Why? Because he can probably handle that one last year, right? Even though he doesn't want to be there, he knows what's up. He knows that if he gets traded, he's going to lose his worth. But he can handle one more year. Now, Jimmy Butler, if that team was so bad, if he didn't want to be there so bad, Jimmy Butler would be like, you know what? Fuck the money. Fuck that. I want out.
You know what?
Get me out of here. Kawhi is screaming for help to get out.
Magic Johnson is a genius. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because he knows Kawhi is weak. His mindset is weak. Because he knew that boy was going to come kicking and screaming all the way back home to LA no matter what happened. So he's like, I'm not going to give up my young guys because I know, because Kawhi's texting me right now. I'm not saying he texted him, but I'm pretty sure something like that was happening. The point is, Magic knew Kawhi was weak.
They couldn't solve a deal between the Lakers and the Spurs. They couldn't get a deal going.
Well, yeah,
but I'm sure Magic
wanted 3 players.
I'm sure Magic wanted Kawhi. I mean, who would want
They wanted
Kawhi
Josh
as a player?
Hart, Kuzma.
I would want Kawhi.
and
Man,
Ingram.
I would trade Kuzma for Kawhi all day long, all fucking day long. But Magic didn't want that. Magic did not want to trade Kuzma. Why? Because I don't know. He has his reasons why. All right, now let's go to Kawhi going to Toronto. I want to talk about that too. Now, you mentioned that Kawhi probably wasn't going to be happy or he was going to be mad playing with Toronto.
No,
I
he
feel like,
is already upset.
Okay, yeah. He probably is upset right now. But I think once Kawhi gets to Toronto, once he feels the organization, once he meets up with Drake and Drake talks to him like man to man personally, once he feels that Toronto vibe. Hey, look, Drake plays a big part of Toronto. Drake is the king of Toronto. All right, I don't care if he laughs. Drake is the king of Toronto.
No, you talking like this boy went to a couple Eastern Conference championships.
Drake is the biggest.
He went the last time, but he was sitting in the stands.
Yeah, Drake is the biggest influencer in Toronto. That's all I have to say. Okay, he runs Toronto basically. Okay,
ran Toronto.
And Drake. Now listen, Kawhi has to get a feel for the team. He has to see how the Toronto has to give him that environment that he might be like, hey, you know what? Playing for Toronto is really not that bad. I actually do like playing for this team. And I feel like Toronto will be able to do that. The only thing that I hate about Toronto, I don't hate it because, I can't hate on it, but the only thing I disliked was firing the head coach of the year. That was their biggest mistake. I don't mind them trading for Kawhi because Kawhi is a great fucking player. Top 3, in my opinion, after KD. He's there. Matter of fact, I think he would have beat KD if he would have played last year.
Oh, no. He shut down KD. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
KD only had 5 points in the 2017 Western Conference Finals. And then Kawhi Leonard went down in the third quarter.
Exactly.
And he ended up with 35
I think
points.
Kawhi could have been the second best player in the world. Obviously nobody could.
If he would have stayed with the Spurs, yeah. Now, bro.
Listen.
You're number 3. You're number 3 now. You used to be number 2. Now you're
Listen. Toronto will have to try their best to make it comfortable for Kawhi. And if Kawhi likes that 1 year, that last year he's going to play with Toronto, who knows? He might even stay with Toronto.
I guarantee you right now, he's still gonna be kicking and screaming this time the end of next year.
We just have to see. But I feel like Toronto is a great city. I heard the best. I've never heard anything bad about Toronto. I heard it's one of the best cities in the world. People are friendly. The environment is great. The fans are obsessively supportive to their. Obsessively supportive to their basketball team.
Exactly.
So
let me ask you this.
What's up?
Real quick. Would you move to Toronto, or would you move to Los Angeles if money wasn't an issue?
Well, I've never lived in Toronto, so.
No. Would you prefer LA or Toronto? Don't give me none of that stuff and be honest with me. It's not that hard of a question because I know your answer.
I would go to LA.
So why are you trying to convince me that you're gonna convince Kawhi Leonard to stay in Toronto?
Because Kawhi.
How you gonna convince me that he wants to stay in Toronto?
Kawhi has 1 year, only 1 year with Toronto. His last year, okay. Toronto in that
Bro,
one year,
you're telling me that they're trying to convince him
No.
to stay. He's not gonna
not
stay.
convince him. They want to give him that environment that will tell him.
And you think that's
they
gonna
want
make
to
him
show
stay?
him that environment. You don't know. We don't know Kawhi. We don't know how he is. He might love it there. What if he goes and he's like, hey, you know what? This ain't so bad.
Sound like
I
this
actually,
boy-
I actually like this place.
He had all of that. He had all of that in San Antonio.
But the thing
he
is,
had all the fan
he didn't like-
support.
he-
He had all the coaching staff
He-
support.
He didn't
had
want
all
to play
the
with Greg
general manager
Popovich. He didn't
support.
want Greg Popovich yelling at him. He didn't want to be
No,
around
you don't know that for
Greg
sure.
Popovich.
You don't know that for sure, man. How could it?
What other reason would he want to leave the
You
Spurs?
gotta ask
Like
Kawhi.
you
It
just
ain't
said.
that. It
You
ain't-
just, why would he want to leave a team that has all support?
Because
Does that
he
make sense?
wants to go kicking and screaming like a little kid all the way home to LA. That's why as soon as the report came out that he's going to Toronto, there's already reports coming out that he's crying. that he
Kawhi,
don't wanna
but
play
listen,
there.
Kawhi is the type of guy that could wait out a year. Okay, and Jimmy Butler.
Was he?
Jimmy
Was
Butler
he?
can wait.
Why didn't he wait out a year with the Spurs?
Because the situation that he was in,
What situation? Winning
that he's
60
in,
games?
the situation that
Conference
it's more than just
appearances?
it's more than just
Finals
winning.
appearances?
It's more than just winning. Okay, it's the
Basketball
environment.
more than just winning now?
It's environment.
How- what
It's
do you-
environment, bro.
How is basketball more than just winning now?
Look, listen.
It-
What if?
it-
Listen.
it's
What
all
if?
about winning.
Okay.
What
if?
sport? What sport are you playing that you don't want to win in?
What if you're winning so much, but you're unhappy at that place?
You don't wanna
Okay.
win.
What if he's not happy with the Spurs? He's
You
not
don't
happy
win.
playing for Greg Popovich.
Then you need some medical attention, and it ain't because of basketball. That's what I'm
So
saying.
you mean? Let me ask you something. You mean to tell me that you would play for a team that's winning even if you're unhappy there?
Look, man.
If that team is, for example, let's say you were an NBA basketball player and you get traded to the Golden State Warriors, and you're not happy there, but you know they're winning and winning and winning and winning and winning. Would you stay there unhappy, or would you want to leave?
Ask Kobe Bryant. He stayed and he still won a couple more chips.
But that Kobe's.
And he ended up happy.
No,
when you paying
but
me,
the Lakers-
when I get paid $20 million a year, my mindset's probably gonna change. You know what I'm saying? But right now, yes, I stay with that
You
team
would
if
stay
I'm
with-
getting paid $20 million a year and I'm getting to conference championships.
Well, not everybody thinks like that, Alonso. People have different mindsets. All right, Kawhi's mindset is not there. He wants.
I'm not a millionaire.
He wants a place where, yeah, exactly. Once you have all the money in the world, money is not the issue anymore. Now it's self-peace.
So how- okay, so
self-happiness.
back to the
You wanna
original point.
It's right here and
Back-
right here.
okay,
like,
back-
right here.
back to your point.
If this is comfortable, you would take less money, and that's what Kawhi did. You know what? As long as I'm good here, I don't mind leaving the Spurs.
And back to my point, he made it a point he wants to go to LA. So how you gonna convince me that Toronto's gonna convince him to stay in Toronto?
Listen,
To
I think
make it happen in Toronto.
Toronto will try to convince him, but doesn't mean that Kawhi will stay. But Toronto will try. You know why? Because Toronto wants to keep Kawhi, and
Yeah.
Toronto will do their best to try to keep him. Now, obviously, after that year, Kawhi is going to be a free agent. He's going to be able to do whatever the fuck he wants. But in that 1 year, these guys will do their best, including Drake, because, including Drake. Yes, I'm going to include Drake. They will try to keep him in
Drake
Toronto.
is in the meetings with the GMs and the coaches.
Yes! Yes!
What? Since when? Where did you get this? Off of ESPN? Off of Fox Sports? Where'd you get this, man?
bro. Listen. Drake is a big influencer, bro.
Drake
It's a
Drake
big
can throw
influencer.
parties. Drake has some good music. He has some awesome music videos. But when it comes to basketball, I trust that the organization of the Toronto Raptors is not listening to Drake.
No.
Like, I trust.
Maybe not the organization, but maybe Kawhi will. Maybe Kawhi. We don't know. I feel like the Toronto will try to make the experience of playing with Toronto
What makes you
the
think
best
Tor-
one
what makes
for
you think-
Kawhi.
What makes you think Toronto won't change, man? What makes you think Toronto won't trade Kawhi?
That's a good
That's
question.
a good question. But hey,
That's a good question.
that's all the time we have for In the Kitchen today. We went a little long. As predicted, I knew this was going to be a great show. My best friend, Xavier. I love having him on here. This is only the second time.
Man, we still missed out on DeRozan. DeRozan going to the Spurs.
We missed out going to DeRozan going to the Spurs, but that's a little more boring talk. But that's okay. I like it. We'll talk about it next time. My name is Alonso. It's Xavier. We're here in the kitchen. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Let me read it back to you. It's at 1N_TH3_kitchen. That's on Twitter. Don't forget to also follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Red Twit Entertainment. I'll see you guys next time.